Hello and welcome back to the UK National Championships 2018. I'm still here with Matt Bell.
Still here.
And we've just had lunch, and now we're ready for the second round.
Oh yeah, we're not going to let that food coma get to us when you obviously hear us getting slower and slower as the day goes on. We are just going to go power off through it all.
Yeah, and we found a super interesting deck.
This is a cracker of a feature match. This one is quintessentially going to be my favourite match of this weekend.
Unless
it doesn't go wrong. I'm putting my name on the line here because I'll say this now unless you go on.
So let us know what's going on then, Matt.
We are watching Sharif, who was the UK World's representative on points last year. Duelist who sort of only in the past few years started playing, and it's just like gone from strength to strength. Is currently the points leader for all of Europe. Bearing in mind we still have some results that we have to report at the moment to get the finalised totals, but he's significantly beyond Joshua Smith, who has an absurd number of points.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing against Thomas Lockett. I'm not familiar with this player, however, as someone who came out of the UK community.
I recognise his name, yeah.
This is actually, Thomas is playing a Sky Striker Pure. JY is playing exactly what he's known for, a 60 card deck with no grass looks greener. He's playing Sky Striker, he's playing Shiran Yui, he's playing Predaplants, he's playing Performer Pals. It is a pile of cards, it does stuff.
Yeah, and Light Swans. You missed Light Swans.
Yeah, he's got the Light Swans in there as well. He's also got zombies, as we've already said. It's going to be super interesting to see if this kind of strategy can still work without that grass looks greener, because a lot of people wrote this off. But as somebody who's so high on the points and is still clearly trying to lead to make sure that he secures his spot for the World Championships, he's betting a lot on this, but I'm going to take it that he's not betting that much on it.
I think he knows what he's doing.
I think he's been playing this the whole time.
Yeah, well, I got a little bit of an inside information on the deck. It was actually made by Swanee, the guy who's a good friend of his and kind of gives JY most of his cards to play with. So yeah, the reason that JY is playing it is because Swanee told him to. That's the only reason he's playing it. This apparently, this is the reason I was told, but I'm sure there must be more to it than that. But let's see if there is more to it in this match for round 2. Here we are.
Get ready to get hyped. Look at that stack right there. 60 cards.
JY is ready to go.
Just waiting for confirmation from the judge, and then they should begin play.
Yeah, I recognise Tom Lockett now after seeing after seeing what he looks like.
And JY going to be leading with Charge of the Light Brigade. We're going to slim that deck down.
What year is it?
It's one of his strongest years, actually. If we look when we looked at his player performance stats prior to this, Luke's been working a little bit on our tool. When I say our, I didn't do anything. I just sort of sat here and take advantage of it.
Yeah, so JY actually has the most attended tournaments in the entire of Europe. He's played in 36 tournaments.
36 regionals or above, by the way.
Yeah, so this is regionals, YCSs, anything that's tier 2. Not LLS, just regional, like regionals, the Continentals last year, and YCSs. And he's boasting a pretty impressive 79% win ratio.
Now, last year our highest was, oh wow, that's a really bad start for him. Actually, you just see the cards that he sent to the graveyard. Not impressive. He also hits his Garnet, and then just ends with just a Raiden.
Yeah. So yeah, we last year the juggernaut himself, Marcello Barberi, had an 83 or 82% win ratio.
I think it was just over 80, right? It was like 80 point something, and he played 14 tournaments.
Yeah.
And JY is like more than double that, and he's maintaining a very, very similar win rate.
Just to put that in perspective, if he sits down in front of you, and 5 other guys, out of 5 of you, only 1 of you will win against JY. Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
He's been a real road warrior traveling around.
Yeah.
Like when you look at this, look at the list of tournaments. Tell me a bit about Thomas, because to me in this match he's the unknown.
Yeah, so let's have a look at his win rate. So he's attended 12 of these tournaments with the same criteria.
Regionals, YCSs.
Yeah, regionals, etc.
This is just this season, by the way, guys.
Yeah, just this season.
This isn't lifetime.
And then, he's got a 64% win ratio. Still pretty good.
Anything over 50 is good, because our system tries to pair people at 50-50. The more you exceed 50%, the more successful of a player you are.
Absolutely, yeah. In any kind of game like this, that's just how it works. So we see the pure Sky Strikers coming out here. There's
Yep,
Link
we've
monster.
really strong
Kagari.
start, and we see
There's
where
the
it's
area
going to
as
go
well.
from here. Yes, he has the Sky Striker Mecha Modules multi-roll in play, so at the end of turn for each Sky Striker spell he plays, he's going to get to reset one from his graveyard, and this has, this just lets you essentially outgrind pretty much any deck, even the Trickstar deck to some degree, because you just end up with so many more cards, you just keep going. It's like Spellbook of Judgment in some regards.
Yeah.
Except the resources have to come out of your graveyard, so it's less powerful in the sense that it doesn't just summon Jalgun the Spiritus and your opponent can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! But
Yep.
in
It
another
gets more and
senses,
more powerful.
It
as
gives
goes.
you a ton of resources to play with, and it also makes your Shizuku able to search for cards, because you can't search for duplicates in your graveyard. A duplicate of a Sky Striker spell that's in your graveyard, so what you can do is set them with the multi-roll and then search with the Shizuku. And see, even though JY's got this kind of lackluster start, this pure Sky Striker deck is quite slow at winning the game.
Yeah.
It wants to drag you longer and longer. Most decks can't actually keep up with this in terms of resource exchange. I'll be curious to see if you can do it with 60 cards.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've got plenty of resources.
You've got. Well, we did say like every one of your opponent's cards is worth 2 of yours. So JY's just like, fine, I'm just going to put that many cards in my deck.
Yeah.
There, that's 10 more exchanges I can make. And yeah, we're going to see the Widow Anchor. Yeah, so essentially he searches for the Widow Anchor, activates it from his hand because it's a quick play spell, and then he can use the multi-roll to set it during the end phase, so he has it guaranteed against JY's next turn as an interrupt. And he has, I believe there's 3 spells in the graveyard, so JY's normal summon is at serious risk. And we haven't seen a Fertile Snow come down yet, which is here we go. Oh, we're going to see Sky Striker engage. Yeah, there's more than likely 3 spells in there, Tom. just saying. Oh, yeah, there's actually 3. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he milled a lot, didn't he?
I like Tom's setup. Tom's just. Oh, we're going to see Gamma against the Ash Blossom.
That's nice.
And we know face down that's a Widow Anchor, so that's not going to.
What's JY's extra deck looking like? Is he going to be able to make full advantage of this Gamma?
Yes, he is playing Cypherane Lord Omega. Gives him the opportunity to also get the Gemini Garnet back into his deck for his 3 copies of Brilliant Fusion. The Synchro Monsters he has there. FA Dawn Dragster.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember that card just off the top of my head. I don't know if that would be relevant.
So Dawn Dragster is a level 7 light machine.
Yes.
Gain attack equal to 0 attack. Gain attack equal to its level times 300. If it attacks a defense station monster, inflict piercing. Each time an FA spell and trap is activated, you can increase its level. Once per turn when your opponent activates a spell or trap, you can reduce this card's level by 2 and negate the activation. Wow.
Okay. But yeah, he can't make that with the level 8s that he has there.
No, that's a cool card.
Yeah, we might get to see it at some point. Gold Sarcophagus, that's a oldie goldie.
Yeah, I love Gold Sarcophagus. It's one of my
It does double duty when you got Shiran Yui that can just clear up the multi-roll, and then that card comes back if JY gets 2 turns, especially in a format where, well, I said in a matchup where your opponent's deck is going to be quite slow to getting over the line. All of these extra turns that you give an opponent, Gold Sarcophagus becomes stronger. Again, it's a kind of a risky thing against the Trickstar deck, right? Well, I guess you're still just removing the Shiran Yui, clearing up cards, and just if you get that card back, that's great. But you're more using it to spot removal.
It's more just Gold Sarcophagus becomes this kind of toolbox kind of card that just allows you to do something depending on which Shiran Yui you want to actually get rid of.
Yeah. We're going to see an Ash Blossom ripped out of Tom's hand, so JY's not going to know he can get to play around that. We're going to see Hornet Drones. It's just playing everything that's good.
Yeah,
Just
it's
stuff
just a
on there.
bunch of good cards in a 60 card deck. This is actually really strange.
It's actually a super interesting conversation the community had about with your Sky Striker monsters in the extra monster zone. Like, where do you want to point the link arrow to your opponent's field? Do you want to point to their center zone, or do you want to point it to
The far
their
left.
far right zone?
Yep.
There is strategic reasons for both. I saw people arguing in the community, and I was actually sat there and I was like, oh, never really thought about it, but yeah, please look at it. I'll get his Phantom Sky Blaster.
Shatterfoil, Phantom Sky Blaster.
More good stuff. So that's going to
That's
be
4
able to summon
monsters.
2 more tokens, and then yeah, we're going to see the Widow Anchor being used here. And Winter Cherries. So yeah, we'll probably see Kagari being played. Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of JY's Kagari.
So 1 copy.
Yeah,
And
and
Tom's
Tom,
going to have information
yeah,
for the rest of the match.
yeah, might have a bit more of a.
It doesn't go back and read the FA. Because I'll be like, wait, hold on, what's this?
Yeah, what is this?
Trixie Hobbits is. Actually, I can't say that because JY's like twice my height.
Yeah, he actually is. He's really tall.
Like, I swear he's grown since the World Championships, actually. Like, it's just sort of walk past like, hi guys, just towering over you. And you're like, hi man, how are you? Alright, so normal summon's been committed.
JY doesn't look like he's feeling
He's
too
got
good
2
about
monsters
this.
in hand. Again, he seems like he's going to be pretty safe. His opponent's got 1 card in hand. We know 1 coming back is Ash Blossom, so there's 1 unknown draw, and the first multi-roll's been taken out.
What did you draw there? I didn't see it.
Oh, he's also got the Malphite Fusion.
Full
in the
Malphite
graveyard.
Fusion.
Yeah. And a Kagari, so definitely going to be making some stuff go off here.
Yeah, but still, as you said, the Sky Striker engine just doesn't really get you over the line. I mean, JY has been pretty much defenseless for the past 2 turns now.
Yeah, like if you'd have considered the Trickstar variant, you would have absolutely been thrown the Candina grenade through the door.
Yeah. JY just, I mean, as I say, he's been pretty defenseless the past 2 turns. And the Sky Striker engine just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but Tom still has like a lot of resources. Like, it looks like he's got 1 card, but then when you look at it, it's like, oh, he can get back the engage, he gets the engage, or he can put full metal phase fusion back if he wants to. So you know, he's got access to a lot of options and cards. He's got another Shizuku Fang, another Widow Anchor.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
that's the
where are
biggest
those leading him?
Disrupt as you chip away at your opponent with your Sky Striker monsters. Actually, something that makes it super good, the Sky Striker Pure deck, very good at grinding, is it does play the Hercules base, which can then put your win conditions back into your deck, so you can keep trying. Yeah, we're going to see Metal Phase Fusion being used, and then Tom's going to have like access to a bunch of cards, and we'll see where he goes with it. Like, I do respect the decision though, because I think in the grind game, even against the Trickstar variant, you're winning that. If you're playing pure Sky Strikers, it's just like, I want to drag the game out, But then to be fair, I've never tested it against a 60 card deck, which generates free resources from Trickstar Snow, which is massively...
Trickstar Snow.
Trickstar Snow. Wow, that's completely wrong. Fairy Tale Snow. That's not a new deck or a new card. Just,
Yeah.
Put
Spoilers.
No, really, it's not.
Ever wondered where those 2 themes were going? Together.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, there's 3 spells in graveyard for Tom's future Sky Striker cards. And there's the Widow Anchor is also going to be able to interact with the Cyframe Omega. Yeah, Shizuku. The Omega can jump, but essentially you're playing a game of like... The banishing of the Omega, is that a cost when you activate his effect?
Banish from Omega? No,
Or
it's
is
all
that-
part of the effect.
Part of the effect is when you banish him, right? So, yeah.
Otherwise, Omega would be super mega busted.
And that's Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon. That's one that you don't see in the Trickstar variant. It banishes a card from your opponent's graveyard, or if you've got 3 spells, you can special summon to your side of the field. I believe that's that card.
Shark Cannon. Best kind of cannon. Shoots sharks.
I think that like is actually terrifying.
Did you ever play the game Armed and Dangerous? It's for PlayStation 1.
No, I did not.
There was a super secret weapon that you could unlock. There was a huge cannon that shot sharks at people. And the sharks just kind of buried, you shot them out. They kind of buried under the floor and then like jumped underneath people. And
can you imagine if sharks could swim in the ground? Like,
that's exactly what Armed and Dangerous did.
I'd say I'd never go outside, but you know, Australians live like that all the time anyway. Because it's not a shark, it's a spider, or a
snake,
kangaroo, or just some kind of light breeze.
Yeah, so Shark Cannon is the one where you can target an opponent's monster in their graveyard, banish it, and then the additional effect is that you get to special summon the opponent's monster to your field. It's pretty good. Just taking their stuff.
And we see Solitaire and Performer Pal.
Damage Juggler.
Damage Juggler. That card just came back recently from Forbidden Limited list. That definitely opens things up for JY.
Yeah, I've seen the Hat Tricker be gone, but I've not seen Trick Clown yet. So Trick Clown's probably in there somewhere. Oh, I'm just assuming that it is.
That was one of your bread and butter formats, wasn't it? The what was it? Clown Blade Turbo decks.
Yeah, quite. We never had the actual like Clown Blade deck because we never had. We didn't have the Larval Chain at the same time as Thousand Blades, the heroic champion, challenger, Thousand Blades.
Sure, but I mean the Trickstar engine, right? That's not Trickstar engine.
Performage.
Performage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You had like some people played 2 Hat Trickers, some people played 1, and then you'd play triple Damage Juggler and then a Trick Clown. I preferred the 3-2-1 to be honest. 3 Damage Juggler, 2 Hat Tricker, 1 Trick Clown. But then you would just infinitely make like Larval Chains, and those kinds of all that good stuff like Abyss Dweller and yeah. But yeah, as not to forget that this Omega is gonna keep on trucking away here.
That was a spell card that got banished, so we know that there's still an Ash Blossom in Tom's hand.
No, he used it on the Clown.
Ah, he did?
Yeah, he used it on the Damage Juggler, which is fair.
Did he use it on the Damage Juggler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he used it on Damage Juggler to stop.
Of course, it's in his graveyard.
Yeah, to stop Hat Tricker being added there, or Trick Clown, whichever one's left. What was he? How many of each is he playing? Right? JY, how many of each Performage is he playing?
He is playing 3-1-1.
Yes. So which is it? 3?
He's got the
Damage Juggler. I thought Damage Juggler was still
Hat Tricker.
Hat Tricker 3. Yeah. Shed Ride.
Oh, okay. That's Shed Ride was the card that got banished, right?
Yeah,
that's
the Omega.
Pretty solid information to know your opponent has access to that in their main deck, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So we see the Widow Anchor taking the Raiden.
Can't do
Sharp
that.
Cannon.
He controls a monster.
Yeah. Think he messed up there.
Yeah, that's just gonna give Jay one more time.
I think Shark Cannon might be a quick. Yeah,
yeah,
he could have resolved.
What if he changed the Shark Cannon to his own Widow Anchor?
Yeah. Yeah, he could have played both cards there.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to play that either. We've got a dead Mystical Space Typhoon in Tom's hand.
Yeah, is JW playing any traps? Oh, he's playing the really cool trap that we've not seen yet, the Phantom Knights one.
Shade. How do you pronounce that? Phantom Knight Shade.
Shade.
Brigandine.
Brigandine. Yeah. Yeah, Brigandine. I think it's the name of like an old witch or something, like a mythical witch.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's actually British law. Brigandine. I remember any. I vaguely
wait, is
remember.
it a witch or do you say a lord?
A British law.
Oh, law.
Yeah, it's kind of some kind of mystical story, like the Noble Knights, for example, similar kind of thing.
Oh, there you go. And we're going to see multi-roll coming back up for Tom.
Yeah, this Sky Striker engine with multi-roll just keeps on kicking, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're going to see quite a bit of damage coming in.
Okay, there you go. A Brigandine is actually a form of body armor. I knew it from the Middle Ages.
Sense if they're Phantom Knights, right?
Yeah, well, I guess
if you want the history for all the card names, like Jerome knows all of it. He's just like this
It's an encyclopedia.
Basically, it's like stay a while and listen. You're like, what?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
like
And
the
he'll tell you exactly what the card, where the card came from.
Yeah.
Whereas I look at it, I'm like, dragon.
Dragon. Woo. Sky Striker. Explosions.
Yeah, it's like, how can we make this? How can we make this this deck more exciting? More explosions, please.
Yeah. Sounds promising. And there we see
Topological.
our giant card for the weekend. In fact, the topological thing. I only know it's the first half of its name.
Topological thing.
Hook me up here. What's the second half of its name?
It's topological dragon. See, now you've messed it up. You've like thrown me off. It's Trispina, I believe.
Trispana.
Yeah. Yes. Topologic Trispana.
Nice. See, told you it was topological something.
Oh, and now we've gone up to Bomber Dragon, as discussed. There's also the drawback that I've always had with the 60 card deck is the time damage that it takes to actually resolve everything.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's just playing to play game one. That's hard to say, isn't it?
And yeah, look at that back line for Tom. That's just the grinding power that you're going up against.
Yeah.
And why we were saying like it's difficult to play any kind of deck that wants to grind it out against this kind of nonsense.
I'm laughing about this back row. I had a player come up to me between the rounds and tell me about his first round match, and he said that his opponent he opened up Sky Striker Kagari and set like 3 or 4 back rows, and his opponent just goes summon Denko, scale, pendulum 3 with he goes allure for harmonizing magician first, and then he was confused because why did he just allure? And then he goes Denko Sekka, scale, pendulum summon 3, including a harmonizing.
How do you pendulum summon? Oh, from his hand, right?
Yeah, yeah, he just pendulum summon his entire hand, including the harmonizing magician from including a harmonizing magician. So he just couldn't play. That was it.
Yeah, something for this matchup actually, you can Hatronate the whole back row.
Yeah.
If they've been set by multi-roll, if they leave the field that way, they get banished.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool interaction. I've not seen many people playing Hatronate though.
Because it's so niche, right? That you're only using it for this like exact situation, and you've got a question that doesn't answer the multi-roll, and then I could just be playing Twin Twister, but or it just evenly match.
Yeah, even the match works as well.
Like, there's a lot of other things that you could be doing, but it's just something cool. Because like when you set with the multi-roll, you show your opponents where you shuffle the cards, so you don't know what set where, but you still know which ones have been set by multi-roll.
Yeah. But Denko would soon sort that out. You can't play multi-roll anymore.
Yeah, but Denko doesn't do well against the topological Bomber Dragon, right?
Certainly doesn't.
And yeah, we're going to see the main monster zones being cleared.
Yeah. So it plays a Hornet drones.
Cyframe Omega just going on a little vacation.
Cyframe Omega never really sticks around for very long, does he? He always ends up safe in the banish pile. That's Giant Rex.
If that was a Fairy Tale Snow, that would be
phenomenal.
That would be pretty cool.
He's the only way to put it.
Yeah, sorry, Tom didn't control any monsters in the main monster zone when he used that point, but he was fine.
No,
so I was just thinking, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, it's the only one. It's the only card he had.
We're just coming up to the half. We've just gone over the halfway line for the time, which means we're probably not going to be seeing a game 3 for this round.
No.
Unizombie,
yeah.
See, here's the
tough
thing
for JY. I mean,
for JY, right? If he plays this one out much further and wins it, he's fine. But if he picks up his cards here, and based on how long this first game has taken, he might be just playing for his best result as a draw, which would be awful. So that's might actually be why he's not conceded and picked up his cards, right?
Yeah.
Because if he's aware of the time, he's like, okay, I'm still technically, I've got plays I can make. I can still potentially get through this.
Mm-hmm.
And if I win that, then I'm in a good position to win the match.
Yeah, an amazing position, yeah.
But if I concede this and win the next game, I have no guarantees that I'm going to get far into game 3. So he might be playing it as like, I have to win this game.
Yeah.
So he's actually playing to win the match instead of win the duel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, this is... Yep.
There's Phoenix.
Discarding Lonefire Blossom. Yep, now actually interestingly using the Widow Anchor that way turns off the entire back row for Tom for the rest of the turn, so now JY can make that last card in his hand go somewhere, hopefully.
It's miracle time, right? He's gotta do something amazing with his Unizombie.
Can't do that.
Yeah, it's good.
You Widow Anchored.
You have a Phoenix.
I think the O was so loud I just heard it from the other room.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
just
the
a
Unizombie
bit
game?
of context there. We are actually in a soundproof room, so the fact we overheard that must have been pretty loud.
I probably just have to start whispering, but I don't want this to be flagged as an ASMR channel. It's actually a pet peeve of mine. I hate when people whisper. Honestly, I don't know why, it just annoys me so.
When people whisper?
Yeah, I don't know why. Honestly, it's just
like just any time or like specific occasions.
like no, just like when there's no reason to. Like there's sometimes when people are sleeping and that, and you're like, yeah, okay, I get why you're doing it. But then there's other people that just whisper because they just do. And I don't know why, but it gets to me. And it's
Okay,
just,
noted. I learned something
so
new.
if you come into the office like, hi man, how you doing? I'm just like to put my headphones on and be like,
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
just one of my weird takes. Everyone has one. Everyone says,
Yeah.
A bunch
One.
of people say,
One.
A bunch of people say, no, I don't have a tick, and then you find it, you're like, oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think everyone's got a few.
Yeah, okay, well, one of mine is like, I don't like people whispering unless there's a reason to whisper.
Unnecessary whispering.
Yeah.
Got it. There's probably a word for it.
I don't know what the word is, but it's my girlfriend who watches a lot of ASMR. They help her relax. SJY decided to pick up his cards. I don't think he had an out to it, and I can't stand it every time I hear it. And it's just like makes me cringe.
Well,
so
so the cringe in terms of this match is JY. Not feeling too good about that.
Tom just showing the pure grinding power of the Sky Striker deck. Here's the issue that I think JY is going to face is he might be playing for a role here because his deck takes so long to win the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, I must say I was talking to Swanee before the start of this, and apparently JY and one other guy in the tournament is actually on this deck, and they said that they were coming up with some hands in this deck where they were able to play through like Ash and Droll and still come out with a stupid field. So, don't know. Well, I guess the reason we picked this feature match was because we thought it was going to be pretty strong. But
it went on for quite a while, but then we just saw the pure grinding power from Tom just going, yep, I've got an answer for every play that you make, and I'm going to get more answers at the end phase. And we saw that multi-roll really putting the work in. Did JY ever add that Spirit Master to his hand off the Gold Sarcophagus?
Good question. He didn't.
And that was definitely more than 2 turns, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
mistake by him.
Because he had the Shinran Yui Solitaire in his graveyard, right? But it's good.
Yeah.
It summons from the graveyard, right?
If it's banished, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no. When he
I don't think it would have
summons,
made much
he's
difference.
got the Shinran Yui he adds to his hand, and when it's normal summoned, you...
Solitaire.
It's not Solitaire, it's the one that he banished.
Spirit Master.
Spirit Master, yeah. Does that summon from the graveyard, or does that summon from your hand?
Yeah, I can't remember. Let's have a look. Spirit Master.
Yeah, we'll just see how these guys are sliding while you look that up. JY sliding...
Yeah, it's actually from both. Yeah, hand or graveyard.
So, and it doesn't negate?
Hmm?
And it doesn't negate? Did he add
No.
it? I'm not entirely sure if he did. I might just be overlooking that.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. Triple Draw and Lockbird, Imperial Order, especially if JY's going first. Seems pretty strong. Twin Twisters, definitely against a multi-roll. Stuff, being able to clear that out, and seems pretty good. Let's see, Thomas, his deck is probably not going to be set for this, although he does have evenly matched if he's going second. Cooled by the Grave, pretty strong when you can take out the... Well, it depends on the snow, whether or not you can catch it. There's, again, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, depending on how many cards are in the graveyard. Mind Controls, Shed Ride, Twin Twisters, and Ended Nightmares. Not a lot of back row to go against JY. In fact, JY's playing, I think, the only real spell and trap card that he's playing that he intends to set is going to be Imperial Order.
So JY opens with Charge the Lockett, Gold Sarcophagus, Hat Tricker, Diamond Sugar, and a Brilliant Fusion. And it's ultimate rare, just so you know.
I like how that matters.
It does matter.
There you go. Well, it gets the Photos now online. And Garnet is out of the deck in the way that you want it to be out of the deck.
Yep. And timer starts with Hornet Drones.
Oh, he's a sitting duck, right?
Engage, Terraforming, Ray, and another Engage. So yeah, he's got nothing.
A sitting duck, and there's a Giant Rex.
Yeah, Gold Sarco for the Giant
Yeah,
Rex.
but then we've seen Sky Strikers are very capable of clearing up very big fields and keeping up the card advantage. So
yeah, and they've got
while Tom can't
double engage. So.
Yeah, while Tom can't stop this, he certainly has the tools in his deck to get there after JY's committed into this.
Not a great mill.
What's a mill?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
Sending cards from the deck to the graveyard, generally referred to as milling.
I don't think that's the right word.
No, it's not what it says on the card either. Yeah, Charge of the Light Brigade. Didn't send very many good cards to the graveyard there. Well, in fact, it sent some great cards to the graveyard, but for JY, yeah. Huh?
GY.
What?
The graveyard is the GY. So yeah, we're going to see JY then going to be triple linking.
I was so confused just now. Like, JY? What?
JY sends cards to the GY,
Yeah.
and there's Curious, and he's now going to send a card from his deck.
Curiously, he's going to send... What do you think he's going to send?
He's already got the snow in the graveyard, so...
Yeah, that's where my mind went. It's like snow, probably, but...
Mizuki is a potential option.
Yeah, Mizuki or some kind of zombie-related person.
Okay, so I have very limited experience with this deck in this format.
Oh, can he send any card from Curious?
Yeah, Curious is Curious.
Yeah, I think he's going to send the... Oh no, that's Imperial Order. Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to send the Noble Knights.
Oh no,
trap.
you
could still send the
you
Noble
can
Knights
set
trap.
it with Griffin, right? So you can put the Imperial Order in his graveyard, summon Nightmare Griffin, set the Imperial Order.
Set the Imperial Order, yeah.
And then say...
Yeah, bye.
So buddy, how do you want to play this game?
Yeah, all your cards are...
He does go for Mizuki.
Yeah, so he's going to extend his combo a little bit more then.
That would have been cool.
JY's moving pretty fast. Okay, ooh, Mills Kazuki. So he's got something for that Mizuki now.
Mizuki, Gozuki, Gozuki, Mizuki.
Exactly. It's like the red lorry, yellow lorry thing.
Yeah, which is an English expression where you try and say those as fast as possible and then it just comes out in gobbledygook.
Yeah, it does.
Which is another word for it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Additional Mizuki here for the Solitaire. Tribute Solitaire for Unizombie. I assume it's Unizombie. Yep. Unizombie effect.
Unizombie doing some karaoke with his buddy.
He is. What song do you think he's singing? It's
Staying
Thriller.
Alive. 100% Staying Alive.
No, it's Thriller.
Thriller? Oh yeah, that's... No, I've got that, so it's not 100%.
Okay, well, maybe it's a medley. Who knows?
It would be a power ballad.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I had that as with some friends. Oh, what kind of music do you like to? It's like, oh, kind of like power ballads. And he's like, oh man, well, you're so late and you're so late. And he's like, I want to know what love is. He's like singing along.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Exactly.
it's always a power ballad, isn't it? It's just they're awesome.
Yeah.
We got Fairy Tales.
Especially when they're sang by a zombie.
Just imagine that. Like, get back, Carl. Like Rick just staring down as a zombie just doing some karaoke.
Yes. That would be odd.
I'll be honest, I forget bringing the show into question.
Yeah. or improve it. It's hard to say really.
We're getting down to the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, I mean JY is.
JY's first turn has taken 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And he needs to get to game 3.
He needs to get his game on very quickly. There's the snow. There's the Spirit Master. Now we're going to consolidate.
Hey, there you go. We can actually show that on screen for you. They're lifetime records. That's actually matches as well. What we've got there as well. 209 wins. Wow. If you figure that out, that's like 36 tournaments. That would either be how many weekends is that? So 18 weekends, right? That he's been traveling to regionals.
Yeah, assuming he plays 2 in a weekend. Yeah. But yeah. Wow. Okay, that's nice.
That's since like September as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, since the WCQ.
Yeah.
Since the it includes YCSs and regionals at YCSs as well. That's a pretty nice win rate.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
But it's time. The time is so low. There's not going to be a game 3.
Yeah, pointing at Goblin. He's pretty adamant this Goblin's doing something. There's confusion.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Maybe some kind of mistiming on Goblin or something. I don't know.
Firewall Dragon.
Damage Juggler, get Trick Clown. Oh, no, not Tricker now yet, because he can't use the Trick Clown effectively with Goblin's effect anymore.
Yep, there's lovely. Interestingly, he's not put it on the side of Firewall Dragon, so he's got no cards in hand anyway, so it's
Yep.
relevant. See, this is why I've always had trouble with the 60 card deck, and he's going to use Firewall to have back Ash Blossom.
That's always nice.
Yeah, he's got Spirit Masters in the graveyard, he's got Fairy Tale Snow. JY is set him up very solidly, plus he's taking a card, he's putting a card back in his graveyard, the Mizuki. And he's in a position where he can banks the Cypher and Omega.
Keep rolling, rolling.
And there's an engage. JY's monsters cannot be targeted, thanks to the co-linked effect of Nightmare Goblin.
Again, as you were saying though, it's so short on time.
JY is playing to win a draw at this point. That's
Yeah. Unless he can really like quickly
question is,
clean up here.
should he have held on as long in the first game as he did? Because his opening was pretty atrocious.
I think it was more risky though. It was a risky but
Yeah.
much bigger reward to hold on to the first game.
Yeah, I mean that's as we said before, right? He was playing to win the match, so he looks in a position where he's like, I've got every chance that I can turn this around.
Yeah.
If I win that, and I win the next game, I win the match instead of playing for a draw, which is his best case scenario. It's something you have to consider now. The time procedures are a lot stricter than they used to be, and you've got to question if your deck, how optimal your deck is.
Just in a tournament setting, not necessarily against in a particular match.
When you consider what an optimal play is, you have to actually look at how long does it take me to come up with it and execute it. Essentially, that's actually become more apparent since these adjustments. Yep, and we're going to see the Sky Striker field spell being played to excavate the top 3 cards and add a Sky Striker card to his hand. That's Airspace Area 0. Sky Striker. Airspace Area 0.
Yep. Looks pretty cool actually. I like that card. So I mean, yeah, Tom's just gotta try and get rid of this field, but does he really have any answers to this field?
Well, based on the new end of map procedures, if he attacks over the Goblin and gets a bit of damage in, he would be declared the match winner.
Yeah, well,
But
assuming that he takes another 3 minutes for his turn.
Yeah, JY also has the Fairy Tale Snow Spirit Master to
Yeah,
slow that
potentially
down.
do something. Yeah.
And now
Oh wow.
Tom's picking up his cards, realizing he's not going to be able to
surprising.
do anything, and he's going to get OTK'd on his next turn.
Yeah,
Players
I guess.
are going to race to start the next game.
Yeah. It's basically only going to be Tom who gets a turn.
Yeah, it depends how fast they go, right? Obviously, these players really want to play this out, because look how fast they're going on this.
Yeah.
I think it's a very bold choice to take a 60 card deck in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
The sands of time are ticking away.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have...
That's actually not right, is it? Sands of time are slipping away. They wouldn't be ticking, otherwise you've got a clock in your sand.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Like,
The clock probably wouldn't work.
Clock would work in sand.
Oh, it wouldn't?
Why not?
Because the hands wouldn't be able to move.
Oh, I mean, if you've got glass on the front, like if you found a watch in, like on the beach, you'd be like,
Okay,
oh, wow,
yeah,
this
okay,
still works,
okay,
right?
yeah, I get that. I can get on board with that.
Like, I can't imagine Time Wizards sunbathing going, yep, sorry, I'm off duty, boys. Just doesn't work. Toss a coin. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just
Yeah. So, yeah, so in the new end of match procedure.
as you see, the clock's been frozen because we are taking photos of their hands so we can see how they're loading in.
Yeah. Just to give that extra bit of time. Obviously, it affects both players. So.
Yeah, the indirect benefit to the players is that they're going to get to review their hands slightly longer than they would have had.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's still
Tom
fair.
says, JY, you get to go first because Tom wants that first battle phase. It's 55 seconds. There's no way that JY is going to be able to get through a field, set up a field like he did in that first game. It took him 12 minutes to do it.
Well, no, he can. Of course, he can. He's in his main phase. He can spend as much time as he likes because he gets to the end of the phase.
No, but I mean, if he intends to win the game, right?
Right.
Oh wait, does he have Go 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 Cowboy? Let me check. Let me check.
No.
He does not. It's also not sided. JY is not looking to sneak the game through this way. Tom gets to play.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a draw here.
Tom has every chance to win if he can figure it out in 18 seconds. Engage. Be sent to the graveyard with burial goods.
Yeah, that's not enough time.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the Upstart Goblin in hand as well. Go on, Tom. don't play that Upstart, please. 2, 1, and that's it.
Yeah, well, now he has as long as he likes to finish his main phase if he can somehow make damage, but I don't think it's possible.
No, not in this build. I don't see anything.
I think Tom's going to sit just for a few minutes to try and figure out how he can possibly do damage, but I don't think there is a way.
No, he doesn't have. He just doesn't have the tools in his deck to do that. I mean, that's another indirect advantage of the Trick Stars, right? Is that you get the option to just get
Someone like
cheap,
Iris and pass.
Yeah, get the cheap things and just get it that way.
Yeah, if you're in your main phase. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
draw.
going to be a draw. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Very interesting to see these two decks clash. We can talk about that in our post-match discussion.
And we're back. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
That deck was pretty interesting.
I'd have loved to have seen that play out in an infinite time situation. Unfortunately, that's never been what Yu-Gi-Oh has allowed.
Yeah.
When you're sat at home, by all means, play out your matches to the end. But we've always been based on a time. So yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was super interesting. I mean, the first game it looked like JY just didn't get going to what he wanted, but certainly
he held on quite for a while.
Yeah, but I think that was more the deficit, the Sky Striker deck just not really been able to
Well,
do much.
It highlights how little pressure they apply, and
Yeah.
then it just gives your opponent enough time to try and force the game through.
Yeah.
While you're instead sitting around going, just a minute, please. Just a minute, please. I'm trying to get my spells going. But
Yeah, exactly. Well, so we have JY
Yeah.
here with Robert on the sidelines to have a chat with him. So let's head on over there.
Hello, and I'm here with JY. How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm pretty chill. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm pretty good, as always. So, we just saw your game going to time there, I believe. It's the way that the cookie crumbles. Now, you're playing a 60-card variant of the deck. What's your reasoning?
Like, I tested the Sky Striker Trickstar Mirror a lot, and like, it's really hard to have an edge. All the cards just, like, all the cards are the same, whether it's Shared Ride, Mind Crush. Droll is really bad. Like, there's no way to play around it. So I thought, okay, if I Black Rose you know, there's nothing you can do. Draw Reincarnation does nothing. I still keep my hand. And if I can have a way to summon monsters, like Sky Blast is really good. I can just normal that, summon a token, and make Phoenix to force Reincarnation so I can't get drolled. And like, I need a powerful deck with the highest ceiling, so that's why I played the 60-card mashup. And like, it wasn't, I don't know, I tested a lot, and this is where it came down to. I want to try win Nats, so I might as well try play an insane deck.
And we know that you're a fan of 60-card variants. So we talked about this during the pre-record, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, like, obviously you're saying there that you've got a kind of a more powerful punch is what you were looking for. What's your least favourite matchup that you're going to be coming up against during the event?
I'd say Goki. Like, the issue with it, it's like it's really consistent, and there's the extra link lock, and you can't do anything around that. That's like the hardest matchup, but I side stuff to get around it, so it should be okay. I played Goki round 1 and managed to win, so it should be okay.
Brilliant. So, yeah, it's been absolutely great to have you on stream again, as always.
Just one thing, like game 1, I messed up real bad. I don't even want to say right now because I know you guys are watching out there, you want to take me down, but it was all my own fault. I could have won that game outright. Like, literally the turn where I summoned the Gamma, I had game, 8k on board, but see, like, that's what happens when you pick a deck last minute and you're not super experienced, but don't worry, that won't happen again. I'll be on point. Thank you.
That's great, man. Great. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see you in the final, man. Okay, and we'll head back over to our commentators.
All right, so that was pretty interesting,
that was some
actually.
fighting talk there.
That was some fighting talk. That one really interesting point that both of our interviewees have said is about Goki.
Yeah, actually, that's super interesting because I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable being on Goki this weekend.
No, exactly.
Like,
Everyone else is scared of you.
Scared of it. It's like,
Yeah.
that guy is showing up with Goki. He's onto something. He knows what
Yeah.
he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's going to be the trend where everyone says, I don't want to play against an extra link Goki. But then I chose not to play that deck because I didn't think it was good enough. That's super interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, that, isn't it? That you would feel so strongly about a deck to say that it's like your hardest matchup, but also not want to play it. For them, there must be more reasons that you didn't want to play it than you are scared of it. You know, there's got to be.
So many things that can go wrong, but then
Yeah.
the challenge for that is that you need to have the cards to make it go wrong for them,
Yeah.
and that's going to put you in a hot seat to, if you draw your opening hand, don't have the right hand trap, and they go off, you're probably not getting for a Tri-Gate Wizard with their follow-up.
Yeah, absolutely. And extra link is just pretty much game over if they can actually get that.
Yeah, I mean, this is why Winged Dragon of Brass Sphere mode has just become so popular as side deck choice at the moment, because it just it adds those fields, because even fields of just like Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, and Goblin are difficult to deal with.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for our second feature match. We obviously went into time, so we're probably pretty close to the next round. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with round 3. See you guys soon.